Welcome into Cryptids, Cosmics, and Curiosities, where late night campfire stories and creatures from shadows come together. I'm your co-host, Cece.
And I'm Stix. Together we will be discussing everything from monsters under the bed to the mysterious lights dancing across the night sky and venturing into the dark history left throughout time.
So grab your
And today
favorite snack, turn off your nightlight, and let's see what we have in the dark. What you got for us, Sticks?
we have, I'm going to be covering Wendigos today.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, we're keeping it nice and simple. What do you know about Wendigos?
Um, I would say it really depends on which lore you're looking at. There's several where they are like different creatures. I know that some lore have them as people who ate other people and got cursed or diseased, but I know that there's several different variations of it.
Right. Well, right now, today we're going to be covering just the taboo of like Native American.
Okay.
Um, like pretty much the original Wendigos. Um, and I know that they like from this, I know that they are people who resorted from cannibalism or to cannibalism in the harsh times of need. They eventually turned into the Wendigo, but I didn't really know what the transition was and like how like everything goes down the I just
Down the
didn't really
rabbit
know a
hole.
lot. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I definitely learned a lot, and some of it was kind of funny in a very dark way, but yeah. So we're gonna start off with just like the oh God, what the Wendigo represents, which is it's a malevolent spirit. Oh my God, I'm a like aneurysm. And monster that personifies gluttony, greed, selfishness, and the ultimate taboo of cannibalism.
Okay. I
The,
didn't figure they'd
the
be associated with gluttony and greed, but
well, the whole gist of that is, yeah, I guess when you're starving, technically it shouldn't be like gluttony and greed, but that's definitely how they're viewed in a lot of the tribal stuff that I was reading.
okay.
Um, yeah, because like I guess so. The core myth is that Wendigo often have insatiable spirits that possess the human, or it's a physical manifestation of a person who has resorted to eating human flesh during harsh winter famine, which I don't think that's really selfish. If I was starving, I might resort to cannibalism too, but it's definitely not how this tribe, and I feel like I'm gonna butcher the name. I gotta look up the name really quick because I'm gonna butcher this name.
Well, you do that. I'm just gonna say, like, I've read several Native American stories, so I know like how bad that famine can get during the winter. So I can definitely see them having to resort to cannibalism.
Right. Just to view that as like gluttony though, that kind of sucks for that guy, like the person
Yeah,
who has resorted to cannibalism.
yeah, I
Okay,
can agree
so
with that.
Google says Algon Ki On, which I feel like I'm definitely saying that wrong, but Algon Ki On,
Akan Keon.
yeah, Algon Ki On. It's a tribe. Um, they are the original tribe who kind of I'm not for lack of better words because I can't think of it, but they came up with the Wendigo. They discovered Wendigo. Um, that's from what I was understanding from the websites I was reading it from.
Okay,
Um, so they originally said, and this is, I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot, but they said it's a person who engages in cannibalism to survive harsh winter famine. Famine, yeah. Their heart would turn to ice and they would transform into a Wendigo. The Wendigo's punishment for resorting to cannibalism is eternal starvation. For the more of it consumes, the larger it grows, and like ensuring that it never gets filled. So I guess that's like the gluttony part. They're
Yeah,
just
now I can
always
see where the
hungry.
gluttony comes in from.
Yeah, yeah. So you're not gluttonous until you eat a human and you can't stop and you're just like never fulfilled.
Oh, that would suck so much.
Yeah, I yeah, that would definitely suck. Just don't resort to cannibalism.
Yeah.
Just don't eat people. It's that simple. Um, so when you see a Wendigo, what do you see?
Um, I would say I have two different images of it. I have like your Until Dawn where it's just like mostly human but like very gangly and like the skin is stretched out over bone. And then I do have like that like the puppy that you had right there where it's like
Right,
more of an animalistic head version of it.
right. Um, I do agree. I always see the monster from Until Dawn. But I also picture a huge furry human with like antlers and a deer skull. Um, the it turns out that the antlers and deer skull is actually modern depiction.
Mm.
Um, Traditional stories describe a Wendigo as an emaciated skeletal giant with desiccated ash gray skin, tattered bloody lips, and jagged teeth. So, on the left side, you have what the modern depiction is, and on the right side is like traditional stories.
I'm gonna be really honest, I would rather meet the left side than the right side.
Oh my god, absolutely. I I would shit my pants if I saw the right one.
If I saw well, I don't know, I'd probably shit my pants either way. If I saw the left one though, I think my first instinct would be shoot it. If I saw the right one, I would be like, fuck no, I'm getting out of here.
I think my first instinct for the left one would be like a double take, like rub your eyes, like
Mm,
frozen. If I
mm,
saw the right one, I would take off. I would not be okay.
yeah, left
That would
side
be
is definitely
bad,
like make sure I'm actually seeing this.
right? So, traditional stories, goes without saying that they're terrifying. I would much rather meet the modern stuff. The modern stuff is so much easier on you.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. So they are believed to have exceptional eyesight, hearing, and a sense of smell, as well as superior strength and speed. They live in colder climates among the woodland and lakes of Canadian and North U.S. Um, they can move in deep snow and across ice with ease. A shaman may be the only person to subdue and destroy a Wendigo using silver, steel, or iron bullets or daggers. Though, in some legends, it is said that a Wendigo's heart must be cut out and melted or burned in a fire before its spirit is truly vanquished. Which I definitely have heard that before, where you need to like burn them. I think I'm going back to Until Dawn,
Mm-hmm.
where you have to like catch them on fire.
Yeah, dude has just a massive flamethrower just for dealing with them.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. The heart
Um,
thing feels more like vampire-ish, so that one kind of surprised me.
yeah, like the traditional kind of sense.
Yeah.
Instead of like foresty creature, it does kind of feel vampire-ish. Um, Except definitely less blood and more tearing up of people.
Well, no, like, wasn't there a whole thing with Native Americans where like the heart was also like the holder of their spirit or whatever? Something like that.
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel
I
like
didn't see
that
anything
was.
about that.
I feel like that was a common Native American thing. I might be wrong.
I mean, it could be very well like the heart is the soul. Um, this isn't Native American, but I always read that like for like everything that your eyes are the soul, like the windows to your soul.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the only thing that I really have heard about when it comes to like body parts
I
and
know the
souls.
Egyptians believed that like the heart was the container for the soul. That's why they buried the heart with their pharaohs.
I see. Cut out everything else because
Yeah.
you don't need a liver in the afterlife. Process all that alcohol. It's fine. Sorry.
No. I yeah.
Oh God. Um, so in the purest cultural context, the symbolism of a Wendigo, the spirit, so we already covered that. I need to move on. Um, so the first mention that was of Wendigo that was recorded was a man by Paul Lejeune. He was a French Jesuit, and I'm saying that all wrong. I apologize. Missionary that living among the, and then there's the tribe name Algonquian, which also I apologize, people, in what is now Quebec. So Lejeune, I think it's Lejeune. I think it's Lejeune. Um, described a woman who warns the Achek that warns of warns of an Achek, which I don't know what that word means, but it was in multiple websites. Should have looked it up. Um, of that was eating tribal members nearby. Um,
It's probably like their word for monster or creature.
yeah, I feel like I've seen it before in like history books in school. I just never thought to read it because I kind of depicted like that would be like the monster, like their word for a Wendigo.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so she said that it would eat a great many more of them if he were not called somewhere else, which makes me think that she just didn't want Lejeune there.
Yeah, I mean, use a Native American mythical
He was a
monster to be like, hey, we don't want you, you should leave.
right. So this woman, so he was a missionary, a French missionary living among the tribal people, and this woman told the tribal people that a great many more would be eaten if he were not called somewhere else or elsewhere.
Oh, yeah, no, they just
So
absolutely did not
they
want
just
this
did not want him there.
missionary dude here. Like, no, this is our
Yeah,
culture. Go somewhere else and spread your religious beliefs.
exactly. And that was 1636. So Wendigos have been around for pretty long. Um, and then there's a couple in the 19th and 20th century that kind of really piqued my interest. Oh my God, I have the hiccups. So, um, so there was a thing that came up that's called Windigo psychosis, which I had no idea that was a thing. It's a culture-bound syndrome where the person believes that they have been possessed by a Wendigo, leading to paranoia and an intense craving of human flesh. And sometimes they would act out the cannibalism. Um, People were reported with symptoms of Wendigo psychosis as depression, nausea, and anorexia. This would normally process to delusions of transforming into a Wendigo, leading to an aversion to normal food and an insatiable desire to consume human flesh. Again, I had no idea that that like was an actual thing.
Yeah,
I
that's kind of
the
funky.
the mind is such a fucked up thing.
It
Like
really is.
you you can convince yourself that you're a Wendigo to the point that you just stop eating and you want to eat other people.
Apparently. And
So, Um, this is another part of Wendigo psychosis that is not the idea of you are the Wendigo. It's the idea other people are the Wendigos. His name was Swift Runner. Love that name, by the way. Uh, he in 1870s, he is a Cree trapper, and he claimed to have been getting dreams of a Wendigo, um, eating his entire family. And so later that winter, oh, I guess this one is, never mind, it's the next one that is the Wendigo psychosis that is not viewing yourself as a Wendigo, but he ate his family.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. He murdered and consumed his entire family during a harsh winter after getting all of these dreams of a Wendigo eating his family.
And that
And
sounds more like, nightmares driving you insane kind of a thing.
yeah, when he was found, he cited that he had Wendigo possession. So now this man is possessed by Wendigo, which caused him to eat his family, which that sucks for the family.
Yeah.
Like, Dad's having nightmares about a Wendigo. Like, gotta go fucking hide because he's about to eat us.
Yeah, that's no thank you. On either
Um,
side of that.
on the other side of the Wendigo psychosis is Joseph and Jack Fiddler. So Jack was the first nation's leader who claimed to have hunted and killed several community members, believed to be transforming into Wendigos in 1907. One was a woman said to be a Wendigo, and the brother choked her to death with a piece of string, which, going back to the whole only a shaman could kill them and not with a piece of string, I think these guys were just off their rocker.
Yeah. That's also like that had to have been some like really good twine or something to just choke her out with it. Jeez.
I mean, it's 1907. They had good string.
They had
And
good string back then, yeah.
is Jack Fiddler. He looks like he would try to kill me with a piece of string.
Yeah, I can believe it.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so investigators later arrested the brothers and charged them with murder in June of the same year. Jack escaped prison in his late 70s and 80s and hung himself. So, Pussy just got out of jail, hung himself. Did
Okay.
not go back to trying to kill other people with string.
I wonder if that's more of a I'm not going back to jail or if that's a I'm not going to kill more people. So I'm just going to end
His
it.
probably just not going back to jail since he spent, I'm assuming he was like 30 or 40. It doesn't really tell me how old he was when he got caught, but he's like in his 70s to 80s and he's probably just like, I just don't want to go back to jail, man.
Yeah.
So, and I'm assuming that this is, if he was like 30 or 40 and it's 1907, I'm assuming that it was like 1940s to 1960s. I feel like that man could have gotten away and like lived a pretty decent 10 years.
Depending on the timeline, yeah. Cuz
I just call laziness.
that was also like right around the end of World War II up into like, you know, some other stuff, so
Some other stuff.
I don't know what
Yeah.
happened after World War II until like
I don't, this is bad, but I don't
MLK,
even know what
but
year World War II was.
really,
But I
30,
know when World War III will be.
World War II was 39 to 45.
Oh, I'm not gonna remember that, I can promise you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, So, the term Wendigo psychosis was created later in the late 19th century and early 2000 or 20th century.
Mhm.
Um, they finally came a name to it. And then there was a poem made by Lewis Eldridge, and I should have studied this poem, but it's about a Wendigo. I think it's killing a little girl. Um, you knew I was coming for you, little one, when the kettle jumped into the fire. Towels flapped on the hooks, and dogs crept off groaning. To the deepest part of the woods, in the hackles of the dry brush, a thin laughter started up. Mother scolded the food warm and soothed the pot and called you to eat. But I spoke in the cold trees. New one, I have come for you. Child, hide and lie still. The sumach, I don't know what a sumach is. The sumach pushed sour red cones through the air. Copper burned into a raw wood. You saw me drag towards you. Oh, touch me, I murmured, and lick the soles of your feet. You dug your hands into my pale melting fur. I stole you off, a huge thing off the bristling armor. Steam rolled from my wintry arms. Each leaf shivered. From the bushes we passed until they stood naked, spread across the clean spines of fish. Then your warm hands hummed over the shovels and shoveled themselves full of ice and snow. I would darken and spill all night running until the last morning broke the cold earth and I carried you home, a river shaking in the sun. So apparently that's about Wendigos.
That sounds more like some dude kidnapping a little girl or
You
something than a Wendigo.
know the part that got me though, it's mother scolded the food warm and soothed the pot and called you to eat, but I spoke in the cold trees. New one, I have come for you. Child, hide and lie still. Ew.
Yeah,
Ew. Yeah,
like
no thank you. I'm actually very good.
no, that sounds like, the mom is sitting there just making sure the food is nice and warm and everything, and there's just some
Um
dude creeping in the trees.
yeah, so she wrote this.
Okay.
So
That is
I thought
not
it
the
was gonna be a
face.
guy. No.
That is not the face I would put that to.
It's Luis Edridge. Erdridge? Which I recognize the name. Um I don't know what from, but that's definitely not who I thought it was gonna be.
No. That
So I found something wild, absolutely wild. Um, you do you recognize this man?
I do.
That's Teddy.
That is Teddy Theodore Roosevelt.
Which who did I say he looked a lot like?
I don't remember.
It was the actor. The God damn it!
It was, yeah, there was an actor that you were like, oh,
Like one of the best actors ever. I love him so
Robin
much.
Williams.
Yes. Okay. Who else? Like comment down below if you agree with me. That man looks like Robin Williams. Teddy and Robin Williams. He's like time
Or
traveler.
let me Google this because there's another guy that he's making me think of. But go ahead.
Okay, so Teddy Roosevelt, or Theodore Roosevelt, the 26th U.S. president, wrote a book including a bear-like beast that stalks the camp of two hunters, leaving one to survive and tell the tale. I thought this was gonna be like a like a fake
Mm-hmm.
book. What is it? Non-fictional is
Yeah, non-fictional
real?
is real.
Okay. I don't know why, but I get those two mixed up. It's non-fictional, a first-hand account of his hunting expeditions. I had to like triple check this with multiple different websites because it was like no way that the 26th president wrote about a Wendigo. Or I guess it was a bear-like beast. So I guess it could have been a bear, but how he writes it is it's more like a Bigfoot or a Wendigo.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, I can't think of his name, but there's. I'm sure everybody knows like the whole the guy is like sitting up there and he's like, I want all your bacon and eggs. He's like, hold up, wait a minute. I don't think you heard me correctly. I didn't say I wanted a lot of bacon and eggs. I want all your bacon and eggs. Like that guy, like he almost looks like that guy. I don't know. Somebody's gonna comment and be like, it's this actor.
He does. He really does. Ron Swanson?
Yes.
He really does. Huh. I'm
Ugh.
so sorry, Teddy. We love you, Teddy.
I'm sorry. uh,
I that is the utmost respect for Robin Williams. That guy is
Robin
amazing.
Williams was a goat.
He was a goat. Tell the age difference.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so that is all I have for Wendigos. I wanted to start off nice and simple and short. Um, we can build up to the really like heartbreaking what the fuck am I listening to kind of stuff, or what the fuck am I researching?
Yeah.
Um,
The really
yeah.
obscure stuff later.
Yeah, I wanted to start out nice and simple. I feel like most people know about Wendigos.
Yeah.
Um, so what is your personal opinion? Do you believe Wendigos are real?
You know what? I will keep an open mind and say if they are out there, then they're out there, but I'm going to say no. I do wonder though if they are real, if there would be like an anti Wendigo circle would work on them.
Um, yeah, as pagan, I definitely believe some kind of skinwalker Wendigo is out there. Maybe not like how they're depicted, but I definitely believe like, especially skinwalkers. Don't get me started on skinwalkers. I'm terrified of those things. Um, like never ever ever say skinwalker or Wendigo out in the forest. I will kill you and bury you there. I will leave you as a sacrifice.
Noted.
Yeah. I think the last person I was like in the woods with, and he was like, we were talking. God, I was like, yeah, there's like two words you never say in the forest. And he goes, oh, I know those two words, Skinwalker and Wendigo. And I like looked at him and I was like, we have to stop hanging out. They're coming for you next. I was like, you just cursed us.
I know
I actually
there's
genuinely got like mad at this man.
I think there's a thing about like not whistling in the woods at night in the Appalachians for like similar
Yes.
reasons.
Okay, is it terrible of me that I want to go to the Appalachian Mountains and whistle, test my luck,
No,
see
I
what
think that
happens?
I think that's kind of fair.
I also really want, for people who know about the Headless Valley, I'm not going to share any details because that is something that I do want to cover, and I think you said that you don't really know anything about that.
I don't.
Um, yeah, and it's just a fascinating place that I would love to go to. But it's in Canada, and I don't have my passport. But I really do want to go eventually, and I think I would have to take time off work, and we both know how that is.
Oh yeah, no, that's not happening for a while.
Especially if I'm going to like the north part, because it's like if you're looking at a map, it is like the top, and then never eat soggy waffles. The top northwest part
Oh,
of
by like
Canada, I
Alaska.
believe. Yeah, so it's completely uninhabited. Nothing
Mm-hmm.
lives there. At least I think last time I researched it and watched like videos and stuff. Um,
Yeah,
Nobody lives in it because it's unlivable.
there's just so much nothing up there that you would pretty much have to import everything just to
Yeah, you
live
have to
up
like
there.
walk and like trek your way up there. Um, and like there's so many different things that you got to do to get up there, but we will cover it, and there is actually supposedly a like creature up there that I think is more realistic than Wendigos, like I would believe. Um, and it's just such a terrifying, like I want to go there, and at the same time I'm terrified of it. But I also like doing things that scare me, except with water. I hate water. Don't. Mm-mm, me no
Yeah,
water.
no, I can agree with that.
Yeah. And then there's me playing Subnautica.
Yeah. Um,
So I really do test what scares me.
so yeah. I was
Yeah.
a lot of stuff that I didn't know about Wendigos.
I didn't know that there was Wendigo psychosis and the brothers killing that woman with a piece of string. That was wild.
Or like, tearing their heart out and burning it.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I definitely had heard about burning the Wendigo, but not specifically the heart.
Yeah, the burning the Wendigo was one thing, but their heart was
Yeah.
completely not something I expected.
And my mom, because we're not completely, we just have like, we used to have some Native American families, and so she talks a lot about like shaman stuff. She's a little crazy, so I'm not gonna offend anybody by saying that she's a shaman. She thinks she's a shaman, and she has told me about like how shamans are the only one to kill Wendigos. And like I said, she's crazy, so she believes that she's able to kill them, and she fully believes that they are real. So I grew up in a house hold thinking that Wendigos were real and my mom could kill them.
Alrighty then.
Um, yeah. My mom's great. I love her. She's a little crazy. Also, if she's listening to this, I love you, Mom. Please don't kill me.
High stakes as mom.
Yes. Um, so yeah, that is really all I have for you. I'm excited to hear what you have next week.
Oh yeah. Next week I'm not gonna share exactly what it is, but it is also gonna be something that I'm pretty sure everybody has at least heard the name once, especially if you watch certain genres of TV show or movies. Um, but yeah,
I'm always trying to think what it is, but I'm obviously not gonna be able to know what it is because
I'm
there's
trying to keep it
a
vague.
million different things out
Yeah,
there.
I'm
Yeah.
keeping it very vague for a reason.
I feel like you might have been able to guess what I had.
I'm honestly not
Um
surprised it was Wendigos because it is something
yeah.
very common. You said you're covering a cryptid. I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
the most common cryptid I can think of is, Wendigos
Yeah.
or
So
skinwalkers.
I did want to keep it nice and easy this
Yeah.
week, especially for starting out. Like a couple weeks from now, I'm probably wow, gonna be covering some wild stuff and also having some word aneurysms in it too, because I can't speak worth
Now
shit.
you've already had a couple of word aneurysms.
Oh, I mean, he works with me, so he definitely knows how much I just like stutter
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Neither of us can fully English, so it's great.
I just that's why I love the title of our podcast, but I can't say it for anything. I always just call it
Yeah.
CCC, which is funny because his name is CC. Um, so don't get that mixed up.
Yeah. No.
Um, yeah, and this comes to an end.
Yeah.
Would you like to let our listeners out?
Yeah. So, for all of our audio listeners on Spotify, we do have an Instagram at Cryptids, Cosmics, and Curiosities, which will have links for, YouTube and Discord. For our YouTube watchers who also see, like, our little videos and see what we're referencing, I will put a Discord link and an Instagram link in the description below. And, feel free to either, pop in Discord, pop on Instagram, pop into YouTube, and let us know what you think. Let us know, your thoughts on Wendigos and other stuff that you'd like to see us cover in this podcast. We are a um, mostly horror related, but we will branch out into other areas. It is cosmic, so aliens and that kind of stuff, and then curiosities, haunted asylums, murder mysteries, that kind of thing. Um, yeah,
And of course, let us know if we should change our audio a little bit.
yeah,
Um,
definitely let us know about
we're
the audio.
Yes. We are testing out a couple of different things. We have different setups. We are trying to figure out what we're recording on, and we just would love to know what we should change around. Um,
Yeah, if you
but
have
there was
any
one more
tips,
thing.
let us know.
Yes. Feel free to message us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
keep your night light on. Remember, don't whistle in the woods, kids.
don't whisper in the woods.
Have a good night.